Good evening, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to I Want to Believe It's Not an Orb, It's Dust. And myself, Peter Wren, and chatty Cathy and the lovely Lynda. And I haven't got a nickname for Trevor yet, but welcome, guys. It's still early days. How you guys been? How's your week?
Good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's been hot here. Warm. Love it. Finally.
Wow.
Finally, no snow, no sleet, no hail, no, I don't know, whatever else you can create for Alberta. It's been a good week. Thanks. How about you guys?
Lynda?
Not bad. It's been very busy, but aside from being busy, yeah, it's okay. The heat wave is gone, thankfully, but apparently we're getting another one. Oh, great.
It's funny about that. Like I left a country that is famous for their reputation of complaining about the weather. Then I moved to Canada, and they're equally as worse as what they are in the UK. And I've learned one thing, and I'm probably going to get cursed online because there's probably a few people from BC tuning in right now. There's no bloody pleasing them. Like honestly, it's either too hot, too cold, too rainy. Too nice.
I think you got to live in places like California or Florida or, southern states where it's just the same all the time before you really stop bitching about stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. They'll probably start bitching about that. If they're like, I'm talking about folks in the UK as well, not particularly people in BC, but if you had like the climate exactly the same, that'd get boring as well. And that become a point of complaint as well.
I suppose. Yeah, I guess. So I'm excited for tonight's show. This will be interesting.
Yes. Trevor, how have you been? Sorry.
Been great. So we just finished a 4-day convention here in Boise at the Halloween convention and HorrorCon, which has been great. We had a booth out there, and we actually did a couple of presentations for our team for the convention. Made some great contacts. We did a public investigation this past Thursday night at the Nampa train depot. Went really well. We had about 17 guests, and for a first-time event, that was fantastic. And I'm just glad to be home finally because it's been a long 4 days, but been really good.
Yeah, we've just been I've been warming up this weekend, getting things ready because we got our Paramount Theatre presentation next Saturday night, and fingers crossed it'll be a sellout, but I don't know what I'll be like getting up and talking in front of 400 people. So it will be definitely good for our foundation, raising that kind of cash, but at the same time, I can get up and talk to like 20 to 30 people, no problem at all, but if there's like 400 people, I don't know. I think I'll probably start melting at the seams, but it's all good anyway.
You'll be great.
Pardon?
You'll be great. Come on, you'll be amazing.
I don't know. I have times where I just freeze up, and I don't know why. There's no right reason to it. I've done public speaking. I was a tutor as well at my local college, so I'm used to like talking to large crowds and stuff like that. But every now and again, my brain just goes. And then I just get anxiety and stuff like that, and it's really, really hard to shake that. And there's nothing I can do about it either. So,
yeah.
I was going to ask Trevor, like when you were at HorrorCon, that's what it's called, right? HorrorCon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who all did you meet?
Who didn't I meet?
No.
It's a lot. It is a very wide array of artists, paranormal enthusiasts, horror enthusiasts, a lot of cosplay people, things like that. So it's
Right.
kind of it's very diverse, which and a lot of fun. Met some local groups that are doing some really good work. I met a group that they all dressed up as Ghostbusters.
Oh,
And I mean 3D printed proton packs. I mean, the whole, they were great. They also do like they have a Star Wars group and I think they do they said like a Marvel group as well. I met a gal named Mythica Blessing, who is she was a contestant on the TV show Skin Wars.
okay.
For 5 seasons. She does a lot of body painting, a phenomenal artist, but she's also very much she helps people with cleansings, possessions, and she does exorcisms and things like that. And just a very, very knowledgeable, very, very nice, just genuinely nice person.
Yeah.
Met some other people from across the country that came over. Met some people who've been starring in been in some movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, some things like that. So, I mean, and it was just a constant stream of people. So it was great. This year, it was about twice as big as it was the first year. Yeah, I can't say enough about it. They were great. It's a great organization. I'm gonna kind of let the cat out of the bag, but we decided to take the Ghostbusters team wanted to do something with our team. They wanted to do a paranormal investigation. They missed out on the public one, but we decided it would be fun because my daughter showed up today and wanted to be dressed up as a ghost. So she had this creepy little girl dress outfit. I went over to my friend Mark Freckleton. He owns a store called The Reveal. He's also one of my team members. I bought a creepy doll from him, gave her the creepy doll. And then we had one of the makeup artists that were there showcasing. I paid him to go ahead and do all her makeup.
Yeah.
And she looked fantastic. And then we filmed a promo for the event and for the Ghostbusters.
Nice.
My daughter kind of moving about the hotel as a ghost. And then eventually the Ghostbusters chasing her through the venue. And it was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to see how that all turns out.
Sounds like good exposure as well, right? For your team.
I hope so. It'll be great exposure for them. It'll be great exposure for the event. We weren't so much in it, but I'm sure that they'll be pleased with us. And maybe they'll give us a bigger space next year. So.
Good, man.
That's right on.
Good for you. Okay, well, tonight's show, Kathy, would you like to tell everyone about tonight's show? I know you're excited.
Yeah. So we're going to be looking at some of the paranormal videos that we found on YouTube. I think it's just YouTube that we found, right? I'm pretty sure that they're all YouTube videos. And everybody watches these and they go, I wonder if that's real or is that fake? I mean, nowadays with electronics and technology and all of that stuff, there can be some pretty darn good fake ones, but are they really fake or are they real? So we need you guys that are watching to help us with this as well. We're going to be doing thumbs up, thumbs down, and we're going to be giving our, brilliant expertise on this as well.
Yeah, I know so much about trick photography,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see what we can do. I think it will be fun. And then, we'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be interesting. I haven't watched all of the clips. I know I did watch some of them, we'll see how it is. We'll see what goes on.
Fantastic.
I'm excited.
I'll start with the first one. Now, this first one is from England. They sound a lot like me. But
I noticed that actually when I was listening to that, I was like, "Are you sure that's not frickin' Peter?" Because
I'm making my own videos now. You know what? I'm trying to boost the ratings for the channel. That's what it is. I'm going out making all these stupid videos. But the first one I found on YouTube. I actually found it on YouTube a little while ago, and it's it was titled that there was a ghost in my house, but evidently, as you proceed through it, that there's the guys have got gadgets and stuff like that. So it appears they're paranormal investigators, and there's some poltergeist activity going on. So let's check it out and let us know what you think.
Now, I'm not being funny, people. I'm going.
Does this come on the name Water?
Word water's just come up.
But as in the name.
As in the name.
The thing come up earlier.
I'm going.
You've asked for a chat and they're asking you to chat to them.
Yeah, but look, it's come up with chat. I'm not going to sit here having things thrown at me. If you're there, please show yourself. It's thrown it at me!
Peter.
He's throwing at me. Are you sure that wasn't you?
No, front at me, mate. Come on, sort it out. Bloody hell.
Now, a real paranormal investigator would be like standing there, like, yeah, do it again. Come on, bring it on. You know, and he wouldn't be freaking out. He'd be like, come on, throw it at me. Come on, I dare you.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's yeah. What do you guys think, Kathy?
Oh, you have to start with me.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Thanks, guys. You're just waiting to hear what we say so that you guys can diss us. we know how it works.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I actually, you know what? When I do watch this one, I mean, the activity that they're talking about. I mean, you're right. You know, is what you said, Trevor, is that, you know, most, or Peter, which one of you said it, you know, most people would be like, do it again. I honestly kind of felt a real reaction with them. You know, I don't know if it was Melissa saying I didn't feel any bad energy. I don't know if it would be particularly bad, but maybe somebody trying to get a hold of their attention, I guess, to some degree. But I do find it a little bit off with the going from the meter to here, the meter to here, the meter to here. You know, I think it's a little staged, personally. So I'm going to go fake.
Thumbs down from Kathy.
Thumbs down.
Actually, I'm sorry, I'll have to tone my accent down because I'm sounding a lot like the guys in the video now. So, Trevor, mate, what do you think?
Yeah, it's fake. All the way. Fake. You know, and especially when we're just looking at, you know, this one clip, right? We're looking at this one moment in time, and that's not always easy. But I'm with Kathy. I think it you know the way the camera play is going, I think that it's faked. I think they're obviously looking for the entertainment value here, his reaction and everything. But the one that really got me was right when the second time that the mug is thrown. If you watch closely, you'll see the handle of the mug lift up first.
Yeah.
And that
Like
indicates it almost like there's a string tied to it, picking it up and pulling it towards them. And that's kind of where I was like,
Yeah.
It wasn't like kicked across, it turned up and, flew up like it was being pulled. So I'm going with the big old thumbs down on this one.
They're both being pulled, and that was one of the things as well. I'll come to my bit in a minute, but it was the way the direction of both the plate and the cup, the way it's coming towards them, and rather than poltergeist activity, there are different characteristics and stuff like that, and for it to come the same direction, that's very stands out for me. Sorry, Lynda.
Yeah, I was going to say when the camera goes from what's happening with the plate and the mug and goes back to the equipment, it gives them time to set it up, right? That was my initial thought. I thought, so move the camera back to the tech so that somebody can make sure that the little string works, so we can make sure that the mug gets pulled off. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Well,
I mean, honestly, if you were on an investigation, okay, and I know you've been on, all of you have been on probably more than I have. But if I have that kind of activity with a camera in my hand,
right,
I'm not taking my camera off of that activity. No. It's going to be centered right on that because I don't want to miss anything.
You don't care what the meter is saying. If you wanted, you're going to hold the meter in front of you, to kind of have that duality, right? Like, okay, so the meter's doing this. as this is happening. So it's gonna be, you know, corresponding with each other. You're not gonna be like, oh, here, and what's this guy doing, and what's it like?
Yeah,
no, you're
because
not
I mean, when you have a love, I mean, and there is activity that exists like this. I mean, objects do move, and but it's very rare that we can catch it on video.
Yeah.
And I would not be moving that camera at all. It would be like 100% focus on that. And I would definitely be encouraging it to do more. You know, I mean, it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, I think this is just an opportunity for somebody to make a cool YouTube video, and it looks cool. It really does.
Well, and the thing is too is why would you even have it on the convenient bowl and cup? You know what I mean? Like they're a little too convenient for me, quite honestly.
Yeah.
So with me, it's first thing is the piece of equipment. That I believe that's an app. So yeah, and it's an obvious as well, by the looks of it. You can take that with a grain of salt in relation to what that's displaying on the screen, because it's spitting out random words. Going back to Trevor's point about the way that the plate and the cut flies at the screen, the directional pull of it as well. To me, it's too suspicious and it's too obvious in relation to that, because if I was to do something like that, it would be exactly the same. In fact, I'll probably have I put fishing wire in different directions to make it a little bit more, you know, so it's a bit more, it has a bit more character. And I'd probably use.
So when stuff moves on your show, we know that you have fishing line.
Exactly. Well, exactly. And it wouldn't be, I wouldn't have a cup, because it's always a cup.
It's always a cup. Well,
Peter would call a Grant.
It's got a convenient handle
behind the collar.
No, it's anyway. So with that, and also as well, and you guys may jump all over me, I don't buy their reaction to it. I don't think that they had the right emotion for something like that happening, and for the way that the camera. And I know you mentioned earlier on, Trevor, that you'd have your camera directly on that evidence, but I'm. If that was me, regardlessly of your age of experience or anything like that, and poltergeist phenomenon is very rare as well. The camera would be a bit more reaction. I'll be moving the camera around like left, right, and center, trying to aim it in the right direction. And at the same time, there would be more either excitement, there'd be more emotion in my voice rather than just raising my voice. It just sounds like that they've just gone up a few decibels with their voice. They haven't changed the characteristic in their voice, and they're not showing emotion in their voice either. And I know it sounds very cynical, but I've watched a lot of these over the years, and it's their reactions. That's primarily what I look at with things like this. And for me,
you've been around a lot of other people that have had those experiences with you, and you've seen how they've reacted.
Yeah,
and
exactly. So and it's not like what we do is not rocket science as investigators, and we do like pulling things to pieces, but over the years you get more and more skeptical in relation to what you do, because it's justifiable, because 99.9% of the things that are on the internet are fake, because people want, they want ratings, they want to make money off of YouTube and stuff like that, and rightfully so, and it puts the rest of the legitimate people to shame. So hi, Joe. I'll go thumbs down on this. I legitimately think that this is fake and it's staged, and the guys were just looking for a reaction from the audience on that.
And one of our audience members, same thing. Thumbs down.
Melissa. Yeah. Anyone else? There's a lot of people viewing at the moment. Let us know what you think before we jump on the next one.
The other thing I noticed too, actually, I might have just lost that thought, so give me a second.
That's right.
Is that when the cup is flying towards you? I mean, I know that we've had, even if there's been a big, let's say you're sitting there and you got a big bang behind you, on the wall. Your camera is going to react too. Your hands are going to react. Like
that's what I mean. Like the whole,
like holy shit! Like
you would be like shaking your arm around. I wouldn't be like if something like that happened, I would not be focusing on the camera. I'm sorry, I would not be like, oh my god, It's like let's look into the camera. I'll be like, what the hell is going to happen next? And there'd be more character in my voice as well in relation to what's going on, I'd more likely run out the door scared because of shit like that. And I'll put it bluntly, but I'm just being honest. Like I think 99.9% of the people out there would, if they saw something fly across a room, our natural characteristics would be to run away or walk away from that, because I wouldn't put my investigators in an environment like that where things are flying around. It kind of goes into that borderline between thrill seeking and being an investigator that's thinking about your team safety as well. Because if a plate hits one of my team members in the head, I'm the one that's gonna not take it on the chin. I'm the one that's going to feel guilty for it if something seriously happened.
You don't have them sign a waiver, huh?
Well, I do, but I'm like, number one is safety, like people's safety, and all of the investigations I've done over the years, like the number one thing is people's safety, and it's not the safety of, maybe not so much the safety of potentially being a demon out there and stuff like that. It's like, is that house safe for them to walk into first of all?
Exactly.
Will they not get, are they going to get, someone attacking them, or is the ceiling going to fall down, or is there, other things in there as well? So, okay, sorry. So Lynda, thumbs down, Kathy, thumb down, and Trevor, thumbs down. So, yep, we believe that is BS. Okay, so the next one is...
Big old steamy pile.
Yes. Right. So the next one was a popular one that that came out about a year and a half ago. Do you remember the one at Gettysburg with the so-called apparition when the car was driving along and they caught an apparition around because there's monuments in Gettysburg and stuff like that. And this definitely went out global. So let's give this one a... I'm going to keep playing that over and over again because it's only a short clip. Okay, did you guys see it by the...
Yeah.
Another blurry video. It must be legit.
Well, at the very beginning, there looks like there's two things that are moving, and that's where I'm almost wondering if it's... Because I mean, it looks legit, but I mean, I'm trying to figure out if there's some sort of light play that's reflecting onto the windshield or something from something. Because initially, you can see almost like two things moving. See?
Yeah, like at the right by the wheel there.
Yeah. Boy.
Okay. Let's start with Trevor this time.
Oh, man, I need more information.
Singling out Kathy on this one.
I mean, I don't think that this one was intentionally faked or anything like that. I'm not 100% convinced what we're seeing is paranormal. Anytime you have a light source like your headlights, especially if your brights are on or anything like that, you've got the potential for light flares with lenses, and you've got light reflects off of things really weird, and so you're looking through one lens through a plate of glass, and the light's hitting something and coming back. I'm kind of going with light flare on this one. I'm not saying it's a thumbs down. I don't think it was faked. I just don't think it's paranormal. I don't know that it's paranormal. So, but it's super cool. That's why I'd like to get more information on this one.
I'll add some content to it, and it might give you a bit more of an idea of what was going on. It was actually one of the reasons why it's a bad video quality, and it's not because all video footage comes out shit when it comes to like paranormal activity and stuff like that. It was actually raining along Gettysburg, and there was a lot of rain. That's why the actual image is very hazy, and they were driving along in a car at the time.
So it's a dash cam. It's a dash cam video.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah. And then I'm going with as far as it being real, I'm going with the thumbs down. I don't think it's paranormal. So, although it does look really cool.
I don't know. I'm going to kind of disagree on this one. Not because, again, I think, I don't know. The way the thing is walking is what gives me the opposite sort of effect on that, because That's not human walking. That's not animal walking. I mean, a normal animal that we would, not something in Gettysburg. You know what I mean? Like maybe in Australia, you might see you might look at it and go, that might be a kangaroo or something, like, you know what I mean? But it's the way that it's walking that makes me hesitate on it. As far, and again, because you're looking at dash cam video, which, the image is going to be shitty anyway, right? Like, with it raining, I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm hesitant. I feel kind of like, I want to say almost thumbs up, to be honest. Like I'm not completely convinced that it's totally thumbs down. I guess I'm like neutral.
Neutral.
The more that we watch this, if you watch at the beginning, whatever this is, I mean, it blocks out, it's in front of both of these cannons, right?
Yeah.
Because it's blocking out that wheel. And I feel like it just kind of moves with the car as the car's going. And that's kind of where I'm going with the light flare thing. So, see,
and to me, it looks like something that may have come out and now is running and hiding.
And it does look like that too. So
I'm sort of like right in the middle. I'm not sure. Yeah. What about you, Lynda?
I'm gonna, call me crazy, but I'm gonna say thumbs up on this one, because I don't think that it's flare. I don't think that it's the rain. It moves almost like animalistic. But I don't know. It's odd, but I don't know. I'm gonna go thumbs up. I really do.
It's something about the way that it's moving, right? Like that's like, Lynda, do you feel like that? Like when you watch it move, that it's not natural.
No,
I would say people watch way too freaking much. Like, I mean, that's like, I really do. You could put me at like an exhibition instead of the rides and stuff. I'm watching the people because they're more entertaining. But there's something about its movement that isn't.
It's not natural.
It's not a natural movement, and I don't know if somebody would think to fake it like that. I mean, maybe they would, but you know what I mean? Like that would be more horror movie type of. But I don't know, something about it.
Yeah, I certainly don't think it's faked. I don't think it's faked at all. I think they caught something on that they don't know what it is. So I don't think this was a faked video.
Yeah. It's something, but you're not sure if it's paranormal yet.
So who's thumbs up? Who's thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Okay, I'm gonna go more thumbs up.
I'm
still kind of.
I kind of thumbs kind of weird.
Yeah.
No, I'm thumbs up.
Okay, there's a couple of things that stick out for me in relate, and I've seen this quite a few times. It was actually posted on my Facebook page quite some time ago when it was first circulated, and the fact it is rain, and I don't think it's a dash cam, Kathy, because the way the camera moves, look, you can see it swerving up and down on the top there. It's moving. The camera's actually moving.
Okay.
So it's not that. I believe that someone's got a cell phone. I don't think for 1 minute that this has been faked. I honestly think that is water on the windshield that's reflected off of that light, because there's a light on the right hand side there. But if you look at the very light, you can see that thing walking along the ground, and then just at the end, if it's walking, it's about 2 or 3 steps before it disappears. It actually comes off the ground at an angle, and it actually disappears. So it's either gone up some steps or it's gone away. But I honestly think the way that that image moves in relation to the way the camera swings, I think that is actually on the windshield itself, and the light is just reflecting it, and it's actually just running down that side of the windshield,
like a bug.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really neat video.
It's a great video.
It's great, like, honestly. And there's a lot of people out there, like, Joe Skeptic, and
but it goes behind. You see, the thing is, I was actually sitting there going to touch the screen, like as if I trying to point it out to you guys. but it goes behind that thing behind the cannon, whatever that is, that monument, and that you see how it goes actually right behind it, and you can still see. I don't know.
I think it went in front of it.
Might be right.
Like it blurred
Maybe it
out a
is.
little
Maybe it
bit.
is by in front of it. Play it again.
Play it again, Sam.
Play it again. Play it again. Okay. So yeah, it sort of looks like it's being transposed with that monument or whatever that thing. It kind of.
Okay. So what about the audience? Anyone? Melissa's giving it a thumbs up. What about the other guys that are tuning in at the moment? Any thumbs up, thumbs down on that? No. Okay. All right.
So I want to throw a thing in here. Did you get the link that I sent you, Pete? I posted on our deal there. It's another one. It's the same location, and I don't know if I can share it. I've actually got it up on my computer. I don't know how to share it though, but this one was a little bit different.
I don't think you can. I don't think we've got time because I've got a lot of stuff to go through. I can try in between to see whether I can get it up.
Okay.
But
It's right on the chat thing.
Yeah, it's
Peter.
on our chat, and then
on the video.
you're going to want
on the
to
link.
move it to 7 minutes and 50 seconds if you get it. So
I haven't got time to edit that. But
I can see if I can.
I got
But yeah.
it pulled up. I just don't know how to share it. So
okay,
Me too.
so that one was so we got a thumbs up, thumbs down, and so I think the majority are saying that it's actually legit because there's actually 3 thumbs up against it's 3. My math is really poor. 4 thumbs up and 3 thumbs down. So I guess the majority think that that's actually real.
So Trevor, this one that you posted, is it like a similar type of video?
it looks like it. So when you pull it up, it looks like it's the same location. It is at Gettysburg, and it looks like it's the same 2 cannons, except the difference is this person is standing outside, and I think they're looking around. They're not driving. They're holding the camera. It's still, and this one, honestly, I mean, this feels more paranormal to me because of, it very well, without seeing the entirety of everything that was going on, but it reflects a lot of what I experienced as far as when I've seen apparitions and how apparitions behave. The ones that I've seen anyway.
Let me just see really quick. What number is it at?
Go to 7 minutes and 50 seconds. It's kind of towards the end.
Okay, let me just see.
Let's bring up the next video. So we got some haunted dolls now, and this is one video out of a collage that was forwarded on our thread. That was Trevor, wasn't it?
The dolls wasn't mine, no.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Doll
Guilty.
comes to life. This girl can be seen holding a large doll. The video soon turns nightmarish when the doll appears to turn its head on its own.
I know.
That's just not right. Happy birthday, dear. Have a demon.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
right.
Okay. I'll start with this one.
It's a great one. Come on.
My goodness.
Okay, so first of all, her reaction is priceless.
It is genuine. That's a great reaction.
Yeah, that's a legitimate. Oh my effing god! What the hell is that? Actually, let's try and get a screenshot of her face. Actually, that moment where the fear actually strikes her. There you go.
That's a real reaction. That's
Yeah. I don't know. I think that she is legitimately scared. Whether someone's playing tricks on her or whatever, I don't know. But by that reaction,
Can I start with this one? I'm going to start. Can I start with this one?
yeah, go on.
Yes.
So, as somebody who already dealt with a lot of dolls and their bullshit and the behavior, and my lovely Barbie doll house, I'm gonna go with this is legit because, again, you can see her reaction. There's even a mirror behind her, so you would be able to tell if somebody was like grabbing the head and shoving it around or standing behind her. There's nothing being presented. But even her hand, like I was gonna say, the only way that I could even see this not happening would be, if her hand was up, like the doll, and it was a fake hand around, like you see, in some of those fuzzy people.
She's clearly moving that hand that's around the waist of the doll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But is it moving a mechanism? That's the thing.
That's the thing, because you can't see her right hand, correct?
Yeah. I suppose it could have a
handle down there or something, perhaps. Yeah. But
I didn't see that before, Trev. I was too busy looking behind her at that shadow that was cast, and she does physically move her arm as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to do some sleuthing about what kind of doll that was. I mean, is that one of those, remember they used to have those Chatty Cathy dolls, remember? But they used to walk or something. You used to be able to hold their hands, and maybe they could also turn their heads. So maybe it's just, because her hands are moving, maybe it turns some mechanism and that doll turns its head automatically. We don't know, but she's definitely freaked out. I mean, I'd be freaked out too.
I mean, either she's a very good actress.
Yeah.
But I'm with Kathy on this one. I'm thinking this one is legit.
Yeah. And again, I guess I'm kind of biased in that way, simply because of the fact that, I've dealt with this shit. I tell you, when you got dolls moving around, it's not a fun experience. And, it's like, I don't know. I still think that it's real.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with.
I agree. I think it's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Peter?
I'm middle of the road.
Oh, somebody said the mouth is moving too.
Oh,
it is?
Yeah.
Is it really?
I didn't see that.
To be honest with you, for me to go out and say, wholeheartedly, I believe that is paranormal. I have too many questions. I'm not saying it's fake. Sure. I don't know. I'm totally in the middle of the road on that one because there's some angles on that are like when you look at the back. I looked at the shadow casting and stuff like that, and the way that the head moves, the shadow gets bigger, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense unless you're physically moving your body as well and you're moving that doll. There's a lot of things that I question about that. But then for me to make an assumption that is fake, I can't, it's a bit ignorant for me. So I'm like that, like right in the middle of the road on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I think the most convincing thing on that was the girl and her reaction. So, she's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah.
No, she deserves an award. But, yeah.
Okay. So that one is, and anyone from the audience? No?
I'm just going to mute myself for a second because I don't want to get the feedback, but I'm going to see if I can. I got this video pulled up. I'm just going to pull into it. I just want to pull up that Gettysburg one for just 1 second. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Just talk amongst yourself for a second.
All right. So this next one is really funny. So I'll play, and it's a woman. It's a woman on YouTube who does. She's done a series of advertisements. Obviously, you get endorsements for companies and stuff like that when you're advertising certain products. And there's something that happens in the background when she has a reaction to it.
So for today's drink, Today's drink.
She really gave that curtain what for, didn't she?
Oh boy.
Show that curtain who's boss.
Oh,
Okay. Lynda.
Well, the door was open, so I mean, who's to say that it wasn't an errant breeze or a small animal or something like that?
So for today.
Sorry, put it on mute.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. It just because she runs right through it, which means that door was open. So I don't necessarily think that it's paranormal. I just think that it scared the crap out of her. Yeah.
Trevor.
Yeah, I watched this one a few times and I was trying to puzzle it out. And, I'm kind of with Lynda on this. I mean, we've got too many factors involved here with the open door. She's also got the fan going full blast in the living room there, but then again, it almost looks like there's something physical that's touching that curtain as it's going down. That kind of makes that downward deal, almost like if a hand went down there. But when I watched it, I try to, magnify it to try to see if there was anybody moving in the background. I couldn't, but I mean, I've got to go with a negative on this one. I don't think it's paranormal.
So, I think that there's wind. I don't think she faked it, to be honest with you. I think that the wind at some point took through the curtains, and it has perfect characteristics of wind blowing into a curtain, and that was it.
And I think that was I thought that was a genuine reaction. I mean, I would expect somebody like, oh, screw this, I'm getting you out of here, shut the door, lock it.
I mean, if you had the chance to think about what would you do potentially if there was a ghost in your house or in the doorway to the back of your house, you wouldn't think about trying to punch it in the face. So I think that
I don't know that she thought it was a ghost. She might have thought it was a person trying to mess with her or something,
Exactly. So no, I think thumbs down. I think that she's legitimate in relation to her reaction, but I think that that's just wind, personally. Agreed. And so Kathy's still doing that. So what does the audience think? So we've got Joe thumbs down, and we've got Melissa thumbs down as well. Okay.
So I think it's just the wind. Just the wind. I think when I'm watching this, I watched it earlier. For me, it reminds me of like a babysitter that gets freaked out, by hearing the cat jump on something. Like that was about the legitimacy of it. Like, you know what I mean? Some teenager who scared themselves into whatever, like overactive imagination. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we'll jump to the next one. But first, if you guys are watching at the moment, please subscribe to our channel and click on the notifications if you like the content of the show. Thank you. So the next one. Did you manage to get that uploaded, Kathy?
Yeah, I did. So how did you do that again? So you just went to the video and press share, or did you press share?
You go to click the share button at the bottom, and then you go to the video, and it'll come up with your files.
Okay, well, let's see if this works. Hang on a second. We'll see what I'm sharing.
Yeah, be careful with that.
That could be interesting. Hang on. What?
Yeah, I bet it could.
Hang on.
Oh my God, that's paranormal.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, here. All right, share. Okay, so then I just go to the window.
Just click on the file and it should automatically come up.
Click on what?
So click on share, and then it's got a video file, and then a bar will come up with...
it actually says entire screen, window, or Chrome tab.
No, you not share screen. Go to share at the bottom where it's got the plus.
That's what I did.
And then click on video file.
Okay, I see. Oh, I didn't save the video though. I didn't save it. I just put it's just on the screen, so I'll just share my screen.
Yeah, okay.
Or whatever. Okay. Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Technology.
All right, hang on. Let's share a window, which is right here, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If I muck up, well, forgive me.
The anticipation.
Yeah, I can't wait.
No, I can't wait either.
Something's happening.
Oh,
Okay, wait a minute. Oh, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not working. So how do I stop it?
All right. Well,
okay.
Next time.
Jump over from here. So the
part
next
2.
one, we have.
Sorry, Trev. I tried. I don't know how to do it, so we'll figure it out for next time.
Well,
Part 2.
Part 2.
Okay, the
Part two.
next one is a random one that I pulled off of YouTube. So yeah, let us know what you think. Always a creaky door.
I think that sound effect was added.
Apart from the dramatic music as well on the creaky door and the sound effects.
It sounded like a sound because, like, if the door stopped moving, and the door it still sounded like it was creaking to me. But I mean, maybe the sound was off from the video.
Let's try that. It did too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not crazy, right? Yeah.
No, it does. Yeah, I'm going to probably start on this one, and I think Melissa nailed it as well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, right. First of all, why do you have a video camera in your bedroom?
Yeah.
You're making
especially when you sleep on your like. I mean, sorry, but that seems a little weird.
Okay, now I will say that I have had clients that have had activity in their room, their bedrooms at night, and they will set up security cameras to try to catch it. 100%. That I can buy. That isn't too weird to me. If a person's already had activity in their room and they're trying to catch it, I can see having a camera in the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
However,
this
is getting a big old fat thumbs down for me. So there's too much going on. They've doctored this way too much.
Agreed.
We, and without having a, more to go on. Yeah, this is big.
Also, too, conveniently just having the door open a crack like that. Like, here's the thing. If she said, so again, I'm going to go back to like watching people a little bit too much. I mean, personally, if you have activity in the house, you've got the camera set up, right? Would you not have that door freaking closed? Because obviously she's had, I mean, if you're setting up a camera, it's because of the fact that either, you got some sales going on off, dark web kind of shit, or, or, you're having activity, right? Mm-hmm. So you're going to make sure that bedroom door is shut. You might even put something in front of it. Like you're going to, again, from living in a house that was pretty freaking crazy with activity, I mean, I would stack things up just to see if there was a movement with something, or, you purposely place things in one particular way so that you would have that memory of it. Like, okay, my keys are going to move. They're going to be here, and I'm almost going to outline them with tape. Like when you're experiencing that, you set yourself up, or you set up the activity in order to have that verification that there's activity, or you're just freaking losing your mind. Because when you're in that place, you don't know if, like, am I just fucking nuts? Or, you know, or am I having activity? Maybe it's both, but either way, you know,
Yeah.
but you want to have that proof positive that, you know, I'm having something legitimate happen here. So that's my take on it.
So there is another bite to this that I noticed. Well, I actually noticed yesterday when I was uploading it, weirdly enough, on my phone. So look at the where she's laying, like with her posture kind of like that. Look at where you can see her hand move under the blanket. You can see like the black as her hand's moving under the blanket, because her arm is actually moving when she's sleeping. So let me just rewind that back. So look just by the side of her face. See that black thing? That's her hand moving. And then look further up, and then
Right.
that's where her hand is, right there.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what
Very
is
good. Very good, Pete.
plus a reaction as well? If that was happening in my room, I'd be straight out the door.
That'd
Yeah.
be gone.
And going back to that original comment as well, like that door creaking as well. Why would you not wake up with that? Jesus.
Why would you add the sound effect?
I know. Why wouldn't you put oil on your door if it squeaks like that? Jesus.
WD-40,
I
man.
know. Come on. I was going to add something about, you know, she's got no handyman there because she sleeps alone, but it's all staged.
Now he's busy around the corner flipping the lights.
Yeah, he's doing it. Yeah. Okay, so I can safely say that this one is a thumbs down from everyone and the majority as well in the audience. So we'll throw that one out. And then we will go to... We will go to...
That's why it's so hard to prove that real paranormal videos are actual real paranormal videos. It's because of stuff like this, you know, so...
Right.
Yes, it's true.
And you know, like we've all, I think all of us lived in homes that were fairly active. And so, you know, again, it's something that it's going to take somebody pretty advanced to kind of, you know, like when you're living in it, it's a whole new experience. Like there's nothing to explain it that, and when you're trying to explain it to people, you know, you're always watching for that.
Yeah.
I think if you've never experienced that before, you are either, you know, like Pete, you're gonna scream and run, or you're gonna be petrified solid, and you're not gonna move.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of like, you know, that whoa, what's going on, you know, and I think we're just seeing a lot of actors.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one, and this one is a little close to my heart. It's actually it was captured in an English pub.
Is that why it's close to your heart?
Yeah, it was
in a bar.
Yeah, I visited quite a few English pubs in my time. So, so this one I believe came out about 4 years ago, and it hit a lot of media papers back in the UK, particularly the main tabloids as well. And to this day, it still hasn't been transpired as being fake. So let's just bring it up. So what we have there is a glass that basically explodes in the pub while it's by the side of a bar. Sorry, when it's sitting on top of a bar. It appears that the guy doesn't even touch the glass.
I don't know about that. Right? Wait. So the next time, watch his hand, watch his fingers.
Okay, so I can actually explain this right off the bat from being a bartender for 20 years.
So can I. Sorry.
So when you pull a glass out of the dishwasher and you pour in an ice cold beer, all it takes is literally probably a ding like that, like a very light, you know, depending on how old it is or, the make of the glass. Like some glasses, obviously, it's like, if you buy your glasses at the dollar store, they're going to break a little bit easier than, buying them wherever, Wayfair maybe, or whatever, So really all that takes is a ping and a psh, that's exactly what happens. So right off the bat, I'm like.
So glass and there's certain other material as well. When there's sudden temperature change, it will explode. When you get hot to cold, when you get that reaction, with that, it's got drink inside it, and I didn't think that he was touching it before, but Trevor, you're right, and
well, and I can't tell. I mean, you could have been wearing a ring or something that just dinged the glass a little bit, that set that off. But yeah, there's a very, very easy scientific explanation for that, so
yeah,
definitely not faked.
No, I think it's legit. But I think that it's not paranormal.
No, it's not paranormal for sure.
Lynda?
Cool. Yeah, I don't think it's paranormal either. I think exactly there's a totally legit explanation, but it is cool.
I bet you it scared that guy pretty good.
No kidding, right?
Unless he was already 3 sheets to the wind, then he was probably didn't even notice.
I'll be honest with you. Over during my 20s, I spent a lot of times in pubs in England, and that, and Kathy can testify to this, that happened a few times, even when I was in pubs and stuff like that. And it was that reaction whenever someone, with warm hands, or there was an environment that was hot, like hot hands touching a cold glass. It had that kind of thermal reaction where it exploded, and it was mainly with smaller glasses, because they had a better reaction rather than the big pint glasses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I mean, we used to, like I said, I bartended and bar managed for, I don't know, more years than I want to talk about, but we exploding glass like that. I mean, if you're busy and you're just running dishes to try and keep up with the, the turnover, and you're grabbing a hot mug out of the dishwasher, pouring ice cold beer into it. It really depends on the temperature of the liquid too. But some of the kegs are ice cold, especially if they just come out of the freezer, and you're going to get that exploding. Hell, I even watched somebody light himself on fire because they were an idiot. But he had fun.
You damn Albertans, you'd do anything for a few beers. Probably during the stampede time as well, right? It was woo-hoo!
But yeah, that is just literally just a temperature change. That's all it is. I probably exploded lots of mugs in my youth bartending, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
Just makes me wonder what kind of cheap glass they're using in the UK. Good grief.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Glass. Jesus. Okay, so we got one more. Well, there's a few more, but we're almost out of time. So the final one.
There's never enough time in these shows, I tell you.
I know.
We need part 2.
We're gonna have to do a part 2.
Yeah.
Oh, here Chinka says, I work in a restaurant. I'm just gonna put it on the thing. Hang on. And we have 2 kinds of beer glasses. One are frosted and they crack if absolutely hits the nozzle. If the nozzle hits the glass when pouring beer, the clear glass is much stronger. Absolutely. You're right. I remember that as well. Yeah. So very cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more. And another one on the haunted doll theme.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, lovely doll.
Moving on its own during the night, so they decided to set up a camera with the doll in focus.
No, stop it.
The dog's face as well.
Yeah. I don't like it when they turn their heads. It's just weird.
Play with me, Trevor.
I know.
No. Go away.
Hello, Trevor. You want to have some fun?
Oh, Jesus. That's not that.
What kind of doll is this? Good grief.
Trevor.
Trevor.
Come play with me, Trevor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, don't start that. That's another show. Okay, I'll start. Any kind of inkling that this was potentially paranormal was drowned at the fact that it's edited.
Yes.
That bit where the arm.
Yep.
And I'm gonna.
That very first glitch was, was right there. I was like, no, we've got some tinkering going on. No, Melissa, do not get one for me for my birthday. I appreciate that very much. No, actually, I don't appreciate that.
Trevor.
It depends what kind of doll, Trevor. No, I'm kidding.
They're not dolls, they're action figures.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
With big mouths.
Just like that doll.
Well, this show just took a turn.
I know it did. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Okay. I'm gonna stump this out straight away. That part there. Any kind of inkling that this would be paranormal, it just been dropped there, just by that.
You can't edit this stuff. As soon as you start editing and adding sound effects and stuff like that, you can't believe it anymore because you don't know what else they're putting in there.
Exactly, and then also as well, just to add to it as well, there is the clock slightly moves as well.
Yeah.
As the movement occurs, and obviously a minute might have occurred, but it jumps 2 or 3 minutes over the whole course of the video,
which is only a few seconds. Yeah.
Let's see it. Look if I do the start to the end. See the movement
right there. Boom. So now playing devil's advocate. It is possible we're watching something that occurred over a few minutes and they just kind of like we're speeding it up, but so you can see you didn't have to watch the full 3 minutes or whatever. However, the fact that they edited it, we have to assume that.
Yeah. So just to answer Tinker's question right there, the understanding on this, when you see that movement, that's actually in real time. So even if you disregard that fact that it was edited when the arm moves down or anything like that, to see that jump on the clock, that's like one of those old clocks that actually jumps about 2 or 3 minutes over the course of that whole duration of the 28-second clip. So to me, no.
Yep, I give it a thumbs down.
Kathy, thumbs down. What about Lynda?
Yeah, the fact that anything could have been done during this editing process, like what are they leaving out? That's what I want to know. But I think it's a thumbs down. But I do believe in the phenomena of the haunted doll. So yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. I think it's a thumbs down, but I do believe in the phenomena. How's that?
Sure.
I do as well. I believe in that. I believe in that theory of haunted objects, and I believe that energy can transfer into matter. We know that by residual hauntings. When we go into homes and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't believe that they're at bigger frequency than what they, in comparison to when we first started 25 years ago, when you never heard of haunted objects whatsoever. You did, but it's very rare.
Would you think that maybe we're seeing a bigger frequency now because people are looking for them more? Like the whole Annabelle sensation and everything like that.
No, I wouldn't say that, because people would know. Like I've experienced some objects before that have been very questionable and borderline paranormal, and these people known for years that these objects that had energy. Like we've got, because it was moved from one home to the other and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's that. I think that the fact that things like the TV shows have brought it to the attention that they can have a haunted object, So it automatically, if you've got an old doll that looks a bit scraggy and it's over 20 years old, that doll is haunted. And things like a doll, the theory works because, if it's a child and they love that doll to pieces, they passed away, sadly, that energy would go into that. And I believe that as well. But I don't believe it happens as much as what media portrays it does. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
And I agree.
I agree too. But when I was a kid, one of the movies that I saw, the Trilogy of Terror with the haunted doll with Karen Black. I don't know if you've seen that. Oh my God. All right. That damn doll follows her everywhere. Wants to kill her. So yeah, I believe in this haunted doll thing.
Tinka was actually saying here, she says, I was watching, actually I have to take that off because I can't see it. I was watching a paranormal show last night. There was a doll and you saw it walk along the dresser before falling onto the wardrobe opposite. It was like lightning the way the doll moved. Definitely, she feels definitely paranormal. It'd be interesting.
There you go.
Yeah. It'd be, what paranormal show was that, Tinka? If you can post that, it'd be interesting to check it out for sure.
If it was Ghost Adventures, I'm leaving.
Ghost Hunters as well.
Yeah.
Equally as bad.
More. Oh man.
What was that? What was that?
It's a demon.
Did you hear that? Okay, well, thanks, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And again, all you guys that are tuning in at the moment, thank you so much for joining us this week. And if you like the show, please click on, please like and subscribe to the I Want to Believe channel. And if you like the content of this show in comparison to others, please give us your feedback as well, because we thoroughly enjoyed doing this one. And we would like to carry this on as well if it makes you guys happy. So we will be back next week and for another exciting show. And I think next week we've got a guest. So stay tuned for that and have a wonderful week, guys.